Hello, you guys. Hello. How are you doing? I'm back with my last element superpower video. It is we're gonna be talking about our air signs. I am personally an air sign, so shout out to us. So yeah, yesterday in my water signs video, I wasn't feeling well. I probably might redo that video, but I also want to get this series out the way. So yes, today we're talking about our Aquarius, Libra, and Geminis, okay? And we're gonna call these people the thinkers. Yeah, we're gonna call them the thinkers, the communicators of the zodiac. Yeah, air rules communication. Okay, so yes, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. These are our people with the live and let live type of personalities. Okay, air signs. Not trying to toot our horns, but we're the leaders of the zodiac because down here on Earth, it's very important to know how to kind of think for yourself. So yeah, these are the thinkers of the zodiac. I'm going to read off the paper so I can keep on track. They're able to see situations from an intellectual viewpoint without being clouded by emotions, versus like a water sign. I told you water signs, they feel their way through the world, versus air signs kind of intellectualize their feelings and situations, and this can cause them to come off a little bit colder than other signs because they're mentally processing things before they really even respond to it. These signs relies on communication and thoughts to help them understand the world around them. So as I said, when you bring something to an air sign, they're going to think about it first. They're going to, rather than like going off however it made them feel. And I said I like to think of air signs as the conversationalist of the zodiac, but they all communicate in kind of different ways. So, like Geminis are more known to be like the gossipers, and gossip is information too. It's just gossip. So yeah, they might take in a whole bunch of information and spread it wherever they feel like it. And then Aquarius are more social justice type of communicators, talking about the problems of the world and how they plan to fix it and how we can come together and change the world. And then Libras, I would say are in between the two. That's a Libra for you. They're yeah, they like to keep things even, balanced, So yeah, so we're gonna start with our Geminis, the twins, the sign that everybody likes to. Anyway, Geminis are I personally love Geminis. Let me say that. I don't know if it's because I'm an air sign and I understand their minds more, but I love Geminis. Okay. So yeah, I gotta throw that out there. I do. I love anybody I can have like conversations with. Like conversations mean a lot to air signs, okay? So yeah, Geminis, they're a mutable sign. Their birthdays are from May 21st to June 20th. Communication is their thing. They're good at understanding different people's perspective. As I said, they're Geminis. So they're the twins. So they seem to really understand multiple perspectives of things. They're able to place their minds in a whole bunch of different scenarios, and that's probably why they come across so diverse, I guess, because they're not just going to be part of just one crowd. You know what I'm saying? They're hopping to let me see, it says adept at blending into different groups based on the vibe and energy that they perceive. So that could be anyone. That could be anyone and anything. They can probably, adjust themselves to a lot of different people. The twins embrace the fluidity in life, sharing information, news, truth, and gossip. Very dynamic beings. Emotional intelligence is what they have. They're information collectors. They're definitely the talkers. As I said, big on gossip. They just talk. They love to talk. They can be seen as a chameleon, being able to, as I said, adjust themselves to different people's perspectives. and all that. Being able to mentally understand people's mentality. You know, they like to stay on the move. I think a lot of air signs like to stay on the move because our minds are constantly, you know, just moving, thinking. So if you have an active mind, then your body's gonna follow. So yeah, conversations are very important to a Gemini. You know, mind stimulation is good to a Gemini. I don't think Geminis can really be boring. As I said, they're the twins, so I guess when one personality might die out, the other twin might tap in. So yeah. That's our Geminis for you. So our superpower for the Gemini would be no matter what you tell them, they're probably going to understand your mindset from some way and how. I mean, does that make sense? They're probably going to be able to relate to you somehow because their mind is able to tap into different points of views and stuff that other people might, you know, restrict their mind about. And then they're also good at communicating and relating. Okay, so we're going to jump into the Libras. I like to try to keep my videos under or around 15 minutes, so I'm trying to get off track. Libras. Libras, their symbol is the scale. They're a cardinal sign. Their birthdays are from September 23rd to October 22nd. Sorry, a cop just pulled up. Anytime I see a cop, I get nervous. Libras seek balance and balance in all aspects of their life, and that's very that's true. As I said, they're symbolized by the scale. So whether it be love, whether it be any type of relationship, they're going to seek balance in it. And that's another thing. They're big on partnerships and relationships. Libras love to be they don't really like to be alone. So yeah, partnerships and relationships is something that they really value. Let's see right here. It says Libras critique art and society. They're very flirtatious, they said. I don't know who's more flirtatious, the Libra or the Sagittarius. Libras are known for making fair decisions. As I said, that makes sense because they're very big on keeping things balanced. So known for making fair decisions, and it might take them a while to make a decision because they're trying to look for the most balanced way to go about things. So yeah, as I said, when you look at the symbol that symbolizes the zodiac sign, it will tell you a lot about, you know, that sign. Libras are big on seeking fairness, seeking law and justice. And I believe law and justice is symbolized by that scale as well. They're ruled by Venus, so they're really big into sex, beauty, arts, and life pleasures. I think Taurus is ruled by Venus as well. And then it says naturals at unifying their team, family, and community. Again, goes back to balance. So you know, in order to keep a balanced life, you know, you got to make sure you're getting along with your friends, your family, your work relationships. So they really they're really big on keeping the balance between things so that everything is fair for all people. Okay, so our superpowers for the Libra is going to be they believe in fairness. Okay, they're not going to just they don't believe in just choosing something because, you know, they have this friend that's like because they have a friend that wants them to think something, you know, they're gonna do what's fair and what's fair. Okay, and just like any other air sign, Libras are great conversationalists as well. As I said, all air signs kind of have that aspect because our minds are constantly running and going and going and going. Okay, now, last but not least, we're moving on to the lovely Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius myself, so a lot of people would like to call the Aquarians the weirdos of the zodiac. If you're an Aquarius, your birthday runs from January 20th to February 18th. So yeah, I guess we're called the weirdos because Aquarians are non-conformist. They're big on thinking for themselves. It doesn't really matter what humanity is thinking. If they not with it, they just not with it. You know, so it don't matter if everybody decides to go left. If an Aquarius feels, and if Aquarius comes to a conclusion for themselves and that conclusion tells them to go right, then they're just going right, and that's just it. A lot of people think that Aquarius is a water sign because we are the water barriers, but we are an air sign. Okay. So yeah, Aquarians are the humanitarians of the zodiac. They speak for the collective. They believe in making the world a better place. They're more so like the bigger picture type of people. So it's more so like, doing things for the greater good are things that are going to help us not just today, but just before tomorrow as well. Pretty independent people. They do not like their freedom being taken from them. Do not try to restrict or control an Aquarius. It's just not gonna work. That's any air sign. Honestly, we're air. It's like trying to trap air in a cage. Like, come on now, you can't trap me in a cage. So yeah, Aquarius can be known to be rebellious. I always, okay, so the misconstruction, that's not the right word. Being rebellious, it's like, as I said, Aquarians think for themselves. So it's kind of like, just because we're told that, oh, blah, 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 as I said, if they think for themselves. So it doesn't matter if their mother, not saying that they're like disrespectful, but it doesn't matter if their mother or father or teacher told them that, okay, this is the conclusion about something. If they took the time to kind of think for themselves and came to a different conclusion, then that's just what they're going to go off, because at the end of the day, we trust ourselves and we trust what we think. Okay. So yeah, thinking for self and not allowing others to tell them how to think, that's a really big thing for Aquarius. And I think that's why we get ruled out as being rebellious, because, and Aquarius kind of are thinking like further down the road rather than just like what's in their face. So, and a lot of people don't understand or see the vision of down the road. A lot of people are just focused on right here and now. Okay. It says Aquarius love humanity as a whole and not so much individual relationships. And I just feel the need to clarify, because I'm an Aquarius. So as we know, when it comes to like individual relationships, we all have our own feelings about things, and we all come to our own opinions about things. And me, I'm not personally big on pushing my viewpoint down somebody's throat. But that doesn't mean at the end of the day, I don't want the best for everybody, and so on and so forth. So if there's something that an Aquarius can do for the collective versus just focusing on individual people, then that's kind of how they go about things. I'm running out of time, so let me speed myself up. Okay, so we're moving into the age of Aquarius. So it says deconstruct and reconstruct new systems of thought and social justice and awareness. And that's kind of what... what the fuck are they looking at? That's kind of what Aquarians are, Age of Aquarius is about, and that's kind of what Aquarians kind of believe in, kind of challenge what it is that you were always taught. And, is there something going on outside? Okay, anyway, kind of unprogramming and reprogramming your brain to, unprogramming what we were taught and reprogramming to what makes more sense for us. And, and as far as social things, as far as everything, we're moving out of just always being told what to think, and we're kind of learning, everyone's kind of learning how to think for themselves. It's just a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening around me right now. So yes, Aquarians also are known to be pretty intuitive beings, which can which can call for having psychic abilities as well. Our minds are kind of a little bit more in the future than a lot of the other signs as well, and that's why I think we can come across so weird and out the loop and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm like not paying attention to the camera because as I said in my other videos, I'm big on keeping an eye on what's going on around me. I'm very observant, so I can't help it. Like, I'm just on it all the time. But so yeah, as I said, with all the different air signs as well, conversations, intellectual stimulation is very important. So in conclusion, the air sign superpower is definitely the way that they think. And you know, if you're stuck in a situation and you want ideas for something, you know, innovative ideas, or if you're stuck in if you're a person that, you know, kind of keeps yourself in a box and you want to come to the conclusion about something, and you need like help looking at things from a different perspective, then that's when an air sign will come in. Or just, you know, if you want to learn something new or to look at something from a different perspective, I think I just said that, air signs will help you. Or if you just, you know, want to brainstorm crazy ideas and conspiracy ideas and just think about the what if and all that, air signs are very, very good to know. Very knowledgeable beings. We love trading information and knowledge. And so yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for air signs, is to have stimulating conversation and to spread knowledge to people, whether it be through gossip or it be like, hey, I just read this thing in a book and I really want everyone to know it. That's me. I'm excited about learning things, and I'm excited about sharing information. And so yeah, so this was my air signs video. Thank you guys for tuning in. This concludes my element superpowers. So, you know, now you know which each element superpower is and what they're most good at. That doesn't mean that you don't have the capabilities of another sign, or you know, just because one sign does something you can't do it. That doesn't mean that. But depending on your sun sign, whatever that element is, you know, yeah. This cop just pulled up and stopped beside me, so it's got me thinking. I can't think straight right now. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm about to film another video, and thank you.